cultivated a business over the last 10 years making photographs and films for couples and their families on their wedding days and in their mundane. I've subsequently become an educator in this field, and a question I'm asked very frequently is, which do you prefer, photography or filmmaking? And my answer is, it's always changing.
Please cover me. Buried in wonder.
There's only so much emotion I can elicit through a photograph. Film photography is the medium in which I've chosen to document my own life, and these frames will be cherished by us for our entire lives. But cinematography hits in a completely different way. Whether it's on my phone, in a vlog, or in a cinema camera, I can always connect with it more because it appeals to more of my senses. Cinematography allows the pictures to move and allows me to recall my family, my city, my life, by hearing every part of it and seeing it move. So while I can't decisively choose one or the other, I'll leave you with how I feel about both. I will cherish every image I make, moving or still, and in doing so, I hope I can impact others with these pictures as well. Thank you so much for watching that. It took a lot of time and energy to make that. So if you liked it, if you smash like, that would just mean a lot to me. And comment down below on how you connected with it if you are so inclined. And that would, just mean a lot to me. Also, thank you for Artlist and their sound effects for sponsoring this video. All their sound effects were strewn about that edit. Most people think Artlist is just a place to get music, but they also have an enormous sound effects library, and you can mix and match with getting a music subscription and sound effects, or just music, or just sound effects. So go ahead and check out their music library and see how you can up your films, your filmmaking, your content with sound design with Artlist sound effects. I am going to break down this edit that you just saw with a screen recording in Premiere so you can see kind of how I constructed it and included the sound design and all that good stuff. But I kind of want to share my heart and philosophy between the difference between photo and filmmaking, just to expand on those ideas a little bit more. I clearly love photography. I love film photography for my personal life, as you saw in the video, and that has been kind of compounding on itself, those feelings of loving that this year, because we've been processing and scanning all of our film in studio. So that process has just been really special to me and something that I will continue to do probably for decades. But the way I feel about filmmaking, and I'm sure other people can agree when they watch films, the emotions that are elicited when you watch it versus just seeing a still image can be so unbelievably impactful. As you'll kind of see in the breakdown of the edit I did, the goosebump shot that I got on my arm was actually because I was watching my friend Josh's film, one of his wedding films that just blows my mind every single time I watch it and gives me the chills. So yeah, there's just something different about hearing people's voices, getting set up with a scene and seeing a city and hearing the sounds of it that just connect with people in an entirely different way. So much so that when people see my films, a lot of times people say that it brought them to tears even though they didn't know the people. They were just so entrenched in the story. And so that's what I would want for you if you're making films, to connect with people on that kind of emotional level, hopefully in sort of the same sense that you hopefully felt in that first 2.5 minute film that I shared here. As most of you know, I'm a wedding filmmaker, so I'm always trying to use scratch audio or audio the vows or speeches to enhance films and to bring people into the story of what that day was. But a lot of times I'm setting up those scenes with sound design so that people are brought into the location or into an environment without just seeing it. And so sometimes that includes adding sound design. So I'm just going to give you 2 examples of films I've done in the past, one in Hawaii and then one in Yosemite, where I've kind of used sound design to bring the viewer into the story.
Ashley Rose, my love. Today.
I, Tyler, take you, Elizabeth, to be my wife.
I, Elizabeth, take you, Tyler, to be my husband.
Both of these were shot with a drone in an opening sequence, and obviously drones don't have audio capabilities, so you have to include sound design. That's where something like Artlist and a sound effects library like they have is really awesome and important as a filmmaker, to be able to include that kind of sound design. Not make it overpowering, but definitely making it the second or third wave of sound that's happening in a scene to bring people in, to suck people in, to suck them in. I wanted to do this kind of sequence where I'm playing with a radio or a speaker, and I put an effect on my voice at the beginning, like a radio effect that's within Premiere. So my voice that was recorded through the boom mic was actually put through that preset in Premiere so that we could get that audio effect. And I filmed the speaker here in the studio, just kind of zooming in and turning it on with all the different sound design elements from Artlist's sound effects library. And that's how it kind of opens up, and you could see that I transitioned from that speaker sounding muffled voice to a clear voice halfway through. And the sound design you'll see on track 1 and tracks 4 and below. There's no rhyme or reason why I did it that way, but you'll see like throughout as we're looking at this, that all of the sound design kind of fades in and out, either by me adjusting the level and the dBs, or adding in constant power on the front or end of that sound design. Now, I want the music and my voice to be the first and foremost piece of audio in this piece. And so I want it to drive the piece, and I want people to be paying attention mostly to the music and my voice. And all the sound design underneath is tertiary, and that's a big word, third or fourth in the viewing and listening experience. So I had that record scratching sound up on line 1 there, and the film photography actuation and advancement. And then we have a radio sound kind of going in and out.
I've cultivated a business over the last 10 years making
Then on my
photographs and
voice, I
films
put a
for couples
radio
and their
effect
families
in Premiere
on their wedding days and in their mundane.
to kind of give that radio feel. We have water over
I've
the dishes,
subsequently
sound
become an
design
educator
before
in this field,
underneath.
and a question I'm asked very frequently is, which do you prefer, photography or filmmaking?
Shout out, Steven. Cut to music. No sound design here, very ethereal, the footage we
answer
had
is
from out west. So I
always
go from
changing.
radio to a clear voice. And then I'm using the scratch audio from the camera on a lot of this, with us kind of playing around in the apartment.
There's only so much emotion I can elicit through a
Back
photograph.
to voiceover.
Film photography is the medium in which I've chosen to document my own life.
So
And
clicks
these
every
frames will
time
be
I
cherished
switch
by
one of
us
these
for our entire
photos.
lives.
Almost like I'm flipping through a slideshow. You can see all those individual ones.
But cinematography hits in a completely different way. Whether it's on my phone, in a vlog,
So,
or in a cinema,
again,
I can always connect
on-camera
with it
audio
because it
here.
appeals to more of my senses.
For each of these clips.
Cinematography allows the pictures to move and allows me to recall my family, my city, my life.
Some
by hearing
audio
every part of
from
it and
City
seeing it
Audio.
move.
In the shot as well, cars going by, city
So
sounds.
while I can't decisively choose one or the other, I'll leave you with how I feel about both.
And I cut back to that clicking through.
I will cherish every image I make, moving or still, and in doing so, I hope I can impact others with these pictures as well.
And in that final part, I go back to the radio static and the record scratching, the record moving on a needle sound, going in and out with the radio static, and then clicking off. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said earlier, if you liked this video, please give it a like. That really helps my channel. I'll try to push it to more people so people can be inspired and learn more about the stuff about filmmaking and photography and all that good stuff. Really appreciate you all, Squad fam. See you soon. Bye.